Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
All right, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a real dog versus cat battle as the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves take on the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars. See what I did there? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from Southwest.
I'm Katie, and I'm a senior.
I'm Jordan, and I'm a junior.
I'm Madeline, and I'm a junior.
I'm Michelle, and I'm a senior.
I'm Wes, and I'm a junior.
And our competitors from Northwest.
I'm Tyler, and I'm a senior.
I'm Spencer, and I'm a junior.
I'm Alex, and I'm a senior.
I'm Matt, and I'm a senior.
And I'm Connor, and I'm a senior.
Connor, you're ready to go, aren't you? I could tell. Yeah, there we go. Here on Categories, in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Timberwolves. So, Southwest, here is the first question in the category of fashion. The miniskirt was the rage of the 1960s. The flapper style was in look of what decade? Michelle?
The 1920s.
1920s, very good. Cougars, pop music is your category. Which former American Idol judge gained popularity in the 1980s with songs such as Opposites Attract and Straight Up? Connor?
Paula Abdul.
It is Paula Abdul. Back to you, Timberwolves. Geography is the category. You would go to Africa to visit the Bantu. Where would you go to visit the Maori? Jordan.
Polynesia.
It is not Polynesia. Cougars, chance to steal this geography question. You would go to Africa to visit the Bantu. Where would you go to visit the Maori? Alex?
New Zealand.
It is New Zealand. Another geography question, this time for you, Cougars. Austin is the state capital, but Houston is Texas's largest city. Identify both the capital city and the largest city of Maryland. Timberwolves, chance to steal this geography question. Austin is the state capital, but Houston is Texas's largest city. Identify both the capital city and the largest city of Maryland. Annapolis is the capital. Baltimore is the largest city in Maryland. Timberwolves, we do go back to you with current events. California Governor Jerry Brown declared an emergency in his state due to what? Katie.
Bankruptcy.
I cannot accept bankruptcy. Cougars, current events is the category, your chance to steal. California Governor Jerry Brown declared an emergency in his state due to what? Spencer.
Forest fires?
It's not forest fires, it's drought. Drought. Cougars, you do get the next question. Culinary delights is the category. This plant was once used as a charm against witchcraft. A member of the carrot family, its leaves and seeds are used primarily in soups, salads, and pickles. What is the spice? Spencer?
Dill.
It is dill. Nice job. Southwest, fine arts, film is the category. With the success of Annie Hall, Woody Allen got superstitious and his next two films also had 9 letters in the title. Name either one. Cougars, chance to steal this fine arts film category. With the success of Annie Hall, Woody Allen got superstitious and his next two films also have 9 letters in the title. Name either one of them. Interiors or Manhattan is what we were looking for. Cougars, you do get the next question. It is music. What Irving Berlin song, written originally in 1970, was revived by Kate Smith and became, for many Americans, a second national anthem? Spencer?
God Bless America.
It is God Bless America. Timberwolves, famous homes is your category. It was dedicated as a national shrine on July 4th, 1926, which was the 100th anniversary of the death of its owner and designer. Name this historic home. Katie?
Montpelier.
It is not Montpelier. Cougars, chance to steal this famous homes category. It was dedicated as a national shrine on July 4th, 1926, which was the 100th anniversary of the death of its owner and designer. Name this historic home. Time on that one. Monticello. Monticello is the correct answer. Northwest, science is your category. Diffusion is a chemical process whereby particles move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. The diffusion, which takes place through a semi-permeable membrane of a living cell, is called what? Spencer?
Osmosis.
It is osmosis. Languages for you Timberwolves. At the end of the 19th century, Eliezer ben Jehuda brought what dead language back to life in Palestine? Hint, it is now one of the 3 official languages of Israel. Jordan.
Hebrew.
It is Hebrew. Cougars, back to you, U.S. history. The burglary of which organization's office made headlines on June 17th, 1972? We need an exact 3-word answer. Spencer.
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Southwest, chance to steal this U.S. history question. The burglary of which organization's office made headlines on June 17th, 1972? We need an exact 3-word answer. Katie.
The Democratic National Convention.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. It's the Democratic National Committee. Sorry. Timberwolves, you do get the next question, however, and it is literature. National Velvet, Big Enough, and Thunderhead are all novels about what animals?
A horse.
Katie. Horses, very good. Cougars, back to you with science. Name the only 2 planets in our solar system with no moons. Matt.
Venus and Mercury.
Those are the 2, very good. Timberwolves, plant identification is the category. What variety of yucca or yucca was named by Mormons who believed its spread arms would lead them to the promised land? Time on that. Cougars, chance to steal this plant identification category. What variety of yucca was named by Mormons who believed its spread arms would lead them to the promised land? Matt?
Aloe.
It's not aloe. It's the Joshua tree. Joshua tree. Cougars, you do get the next question. It is current events. On January 20th, the nation honored Martin Luther King Jr., who would have been how old this month? Time on that. Timberwolves, current events is the category. On January 20th, the nation honored Martin Luther King Jr., who would have been how old this month? Katie.
82.
You're close. 85. 85. Timberwolves, you do get the next question. It is business is the category. If you are in an automobile accident and you have to pay the first $250 of the cost of the repair of the car, that $250 is known to your insurance agent as the what? Madeline?
The deductible.
The deductible. Very good. Cougars, back to you with a sports question. What 3-word phrase to describe football fans who second guess a team's performance with 20/20 hindsight? Timberwolves, chance to steal the sports category. What is the 3-word phrase to describe football fans who second guess a team's performance with 20/20 hindsight? Jordan?
Fair-weathered fans.
It's not fair-weathered fans. It's Monday morning quarterback. Monday morning quarterback. Southwest, you do get the next question. It is geography. From Lookout Mountain, in one of the southern states, 7 states can be seen. Where is the mountain located? Katie?
Arizona.
It is not Arizona. Cougars, chance to steal this geography question. From Lookout Mountain in one of the southern states, 7 states can be seen. Where is the mountain located? Tyler?
New Mexico.
It is not New Mexico. It's Tennessee. Tennessee. Northwest, geography, another geography question. Here we go. According to the theory of plate tectonics, when India crashed into Asia some 50 million years ago, what mountain range was formed? Connor?
Himalayas.
Himalayas. Back to you, Timberwolves. Music is the category. Handel's servant found him with tears streaming down his face, saying, I think I did see all heaven before me and the great God himself. Handel had just completed what part of his Messiah? Katie?
Revelation.
It is not Revelation. Cougars, chance to steal this music category. Handel's servant found him with tears streaming down his face, saying, I did think I did see all of heaven before me and the great God himself. Handel had just completed what part of his Messiah? Spencer?
His glory chorus.
Sorry, I cannot take that. Hallelujah chorus is what we were looking for. Hallelujah chorus. We are back to you, Cougars, with U.S. history. The Watergate scandal surfaced under the Nixon administration. Under what president did the Teapot Dome scandal occur? Alex?
Herbert Hoover.
It is not Hoover. Timberwolves, chance to steal this U.S. history question. The Watergate scandal surfaced under the Nixon administration. Under what president did the Teapot Dome scandal occur? Time on that. Harding. Timberwolves, you do get the next question. Math is the category. The area of a parallelogram is 30 square centimeters, and the base is 10 centimeters. Find the altitude drawn to the base. Jordan.
3.
It is 3. Cougars, the category for you is know your phobia. Define these 2 different phobias. Agoraphobia, claustrophobia. Alex.
Agoraphobia is a fear of open spaces. Claustrophobia is a fear of closed spaces.
Very good. Back to you, Timberwolves. Famous quotes from literature. Man is the only animal that blushes or needs to. Who said it? Katie?
Mark Twain.
It is Mark Twain. Very good. Well, back over to you, Cougars, with biology. An early biological theory held that life arises from non-living matter. Let me read that one again. An early biological theory held that life arises from non-living matter. What is this theory called? Tyler?
Evolution.
It is not evolution. Timberwolves, chance to steal this biology question right at the end of our first half. An early biological theory held that life arises from non-living matter. What is this theory called? Katie?
Intelligent design.
It's not intelligent design. We're looking for spontaneous generation. Spontaneous generation. That siren did denote the end of our first half. We have Shawnee Mission Northwest with a slight lead of 8 to Blue Valley Southwest 6. And this time on our program, we are going to go to a student from each building and who's going to give us a campus update. So first from Blue Valley Southwest, we have Madeline. Tell us what's happening with the Timberwolves.
Well, this past weekend, our Academic team won small school state champions. Our debate team also won 2-speaker and 4-speaker state. And our theater department is currently getting ready for their winter production of Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Fantastic. So the flapper question was right in line there, wasn't it? Perfect. All right. Good deal. All right, and over with the Cougars, Spencer, what is happening over on 67th Street?
Well, our boys basketball team is currently 2nd in the league. Our Northwest Area Band Festival just happened, and our Great Works Orchestra concert is coming up, which is a collaboration with our choir program. Our academic team this past weekend actually got 2nd in the large school division. and our robotics is halfway through its build season and cannot currently divulge any secrets.
Interesting. Interesting. And when is the big event for the robotics team?
It's the first week of spring break, so in March.
Okay, fantastic. Excellent. All right, as we head into our second round here on categories, we will start off with a look and listen question in which we have a video monitor and the audio for our contestants here in the studio. And the look and listen question, students, let me remind you, once the video starts and someone rings in, we cannot restart the video, so be cognizant of that. And the look and listen is worth 2 points as opposed to our standard 1 point. So once I am finished reading the question, either team is more than welcome to answer in, as this is the beginning of our lightning round. All right, here we go. This structure dominates the center of what city? Wes.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza, very good. And 2 points go to you, and you have tied up the score to here at the very beginning of our lightning round. The remaining of the lightning round, the questions will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here we go. Both teams, the category is name game. John wrote 10 Days That Shook the World. Walter battled yellow fever. And Lou fronted the Velvet Underground. Give me the common surname. Jordan.
Raleigh.
It is not Raleigh. Cougars, chance to steal this name game category. John wrote 10 Days That Shook the World. Walter battled yellow fever. And Lou fronted the Velvet Underground. Give me the common surname. Spencer.
Smith.
It is not Smith, it's Reed. Reed. Geography for both teams. Name the interstate highway that connects Baltimore, Maryland and Richfield, Utah. Katie.
Route 66.
It is not Route 66. Cougars, chance to steal this geography category. Name the interstate highway that connects Baltimore, Maryland and Richfield, Utah. Tyler.
Interstate 80.
It is not 80, it's I-70. I-70. Current events for both teams, specifically sports. Who was awarded the Ballon d'Or, the biggest... Gunnar, again?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is correct, the recognition of the best soccer player. Music for both teams. Play It Again, Sam is a familiar quotation from the movie Casablanca. What song is Sam asked to replay? Katie.
As Time Goes By.
As Time Goes By, very good. U.S. history for both teams. The first Chinese immigrants reached San Francisco in 1848, and they were followed by thousands more in the next few years. What great American railroad did the Chinese help build? Katie?
The Transcontinental Railroad.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal this U.S. history question. The first Chinese immigrants reached San Francisco in 1848, and they were followed by thousands more in the next few years. What great American railroad did the Chinese help build? We're looking for Central Pacific, the Central Pacific Railroad. Mathematics for both teams. If the ratio of one of the sides to the base of an isosceles triangle is 2 to 1, once again, one of the sides to the base of an isosceles triangle is 2 to 1, and the perimeter is 55 feet, what is the length of the base? Tyler?
11.
It is 11. Very good. Literature for both teams. Amelia Sedley and Rawdon Crawley are characters in what novel by the 19th century English author William Makepeace Thackeray? Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Colleges and universities. What Atlanta college did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. attend? He attended Morehouse College. Morehouse. Politics for both teams. What expression refers to a significant deviation between the way men and women vote on an issue or candidate? Connor?
Gender gap.
It is the gender gap. Science for both teams. Which law of thermodynamics does the following quotation exemplify? The entropy of any... Spencer?
The second.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Timberwolves, chance to steal this science category. Which law of thermodynamics does the following quotation exemplify? The entropy of any given system attains the same finite least value for every state of least energy. Madeline?
The third.
It is the third. Another science question for both teams. The human brain is one of the most fascinating and baffling organs of the body. The brain is divided into three main parts. Which division is the area which controls sight? Madeline?
The back, your, oh, sorry. The occipital lobe.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal this science category. The human brain is one of the most fascinating and baffling organs of the body. The brain is divided into three main parts. Which division is the area which controls sight? Connor?
Frontal lobe.
Cannot accept frontal lobe. We're looking for cerebrum. Cerebrum. Art is the next category for both teams. A sculptor at heart, he painted only under protest. Also a poet, he expressed in a sonnet that every block of marble he saw an imprisoned idea awaiting the sculptor's art to be freed. Name him. Alex.
Michelangelo.
It is Michelangelo. U.S. history for both teams. In 1862, Congress passed a bill giving a farm of 160 acres free to anyone willing to settle on the land and work it for 5 years. Identify this law. Katie?
The Homestead Act.
Homestead Act, very good. Another literature question for both teams. Which Shakespearean monarch lamented, "As flies to wanton boys, so are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport"? Michelle?
Queen Elizabeth.
It is not Queen Elizabeth. Cougars, chance to steal this literature question. Which Shakespearean monarch lamented, "As flies to wanton boys, so are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport"? Connor?
King Lear.
It is King Lear. Construction is the category for both teams. Why are concrete roads built in sections instead of one solid strip? Spencer?
For heating and cooling.
For heating and cooling. Very good. Science for both teams. Many animals experience survival adaptations in which they take on characteristics similar to other organisms. What is the general term for such adaptations? Jordan?
Natural selection.
I cannot accept natural selection. Cougars, chance to steal this science category. Many animals experience survival adaptations in which they take on characteristics similar to other organisms. What is the general term for such adaptations? Mimicry. Mimicry is what we were looking for. Sports for both teams. In what game do the terms cradling, crease, and checking apply? Jordan.
Lacrosse.
It is lacrosse. Very good. Geography for both teams. Which Central American nation, the site of a long civil war, borders Honduras and Belize? Katie.
Guatemala.
Guatemala. Very good. People and places is the category for both teams. Name the island birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte. Alex?
Corsica.
It is Corsica. Spelling is the category. Defined as danger or risk, spell jeopardy. Katie?
Jeapordy.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Cougars, you have a chance to steal the spelling category. Connor?
Jeopardy. Jeopardy.
That is correct. Famous quotes for both teams. Railroad tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt was once asked by a reporter, Shouldn't the public be consulted? What was Vanderbilt's reply? Spencer?
Of course not.
Cannot accept that. Timberwolves, chance to steal this famous quotes category. Railroad tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt was once asked by a reporter, shouldn't the public be consulted? What was Vanderbilt's reply? Jordan?
I am the public.
That was a good guess, but it's not correct. He actually came back and said, the public be damned. It's a little more intense than your response. Yikes. All right, world history for both teams. Identify these 3 landmarks of the ancient world. I'm going to give you a description. I need you to give me what it is. All right, there's 3 of them. The Doric Temple of Athena on the Acropolis in Athens, a circular temple in Rome dedicated to all gods, and an amphitheater built in Rome in the 1st century. It's the Parthenon, Pantheon, and Colosseum. U.S. presidents for both teams. Under which president did Jefferson Davis serve as Secretary of War? Spencer?
Andrew Jackson.
It's not Andrew Jackson. Timberwolves, chance to steal this U.S. president's category. Under which president did Jefferson Davis serve as Secretary of War? Wes?
James Buchanan.
It's not Buchanan. It's Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce. Geography for both teams. Tierra del Fuego is the southernmost point in South America. It is separated from land by the Strait of Magellan. What 2 countries share this island? Katie?
Argentina and Chile.
Very good. Language for both teams. This creature is called ephemeron in Greek, la mariposa in Spanish, and la... Matt?
Butterfly?
It is a butterfly. Science is the next category. It's a long question, so please pay attention. The period of rotation of the moon is equal to its period of revolution around the Earth. Thus, we can only see one hemisphere of the moon. While the rotation of the moon is constant, its velocity in orbit is not, since it moves more slowly in apogee than perigee. Consequently, some portions near the rim, which are not normally visible, will appear briefly. Name this phenomenon, which has allowed astronomers to map out 59% of the lunar surface. It was libration. And with that siren, that does denote the end of our contest. It was an excellent game today, with Shawnee Mission Northwest coming out on top with a score of 17 to Blue Valley Southwest 14. Please join us again next time here on Categories, as we promise to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.